By definition, outlining a cruiser tire is an activity in trade-off. The ideal tire would have extreme grasp in each situation and could never wear. Whoever can imagine this unicorn tire equipped for setting lap records and cross-country travel at the same time will trade out abundantly. Until at that point, in any case, we as a whole need to live with trade-off. Here in reality, tire organizations always fight with the test of adjusting grasp for lifespan, and with regards to track commendable and road legitimate tires, the test turns out to be considerably more noteworthy. The tire should give enough hold to unquestionably hustle a bike around a track, yet ought to likewise be sufficiently powerful to survive the regular pound. In case you're Dunlop, you've completed a genuinely amazing activity of it recently with the Q line of road/track tires. At the point when the Q3 turned out in 2013, heavenly poo, has it truly been that long? I raved about its execution and how the promoting popular expressions were more than insignificant build-up. 4 years on and Dunlop enhanced the Q3 with the Q3 Plus, which John Burns inspected at the Circuit of the Americas. Promising somewhat better hold with significantly more noteworthy lifespan, the Q3 Plus was an unmistakable advance in front of the Q3, and like I had finished with the Q3, JB additionally left the test inspired with Dunlop's most recent Q tire. So amazing was the Q3 line of tires, that when word got out about a Q4, normally individuals figured it would be a successor to the line, similarly as the Q3 supplanted the Q2. Not really. In Dunlop's reality, the Q3 Plus took the hold versus where adjust and failed towards the last mentioned. No one grumbled about grasp, yet in Dunlop's eyes the glaring opening in its product offering was a street lawful road/track tire veering the other way with only one mission, giving extreme stick. Make proper acquaintance with the Sportmax Q4. When you take a gander at the Q4, the most clear thing you see is its forceful tread profile. An insignificant measure of notches down the center of the tire and none at all at the edges implies the edge of the tire is fundamentally similar to a smooth when hung over. This is precisely the outline objective Dunlop was after, says John Robinson, one of the specialists of the Q4 and an incessant track rider himself. Land/ocean proportion identifies with the measure of elastic on the ground, arrive, versus the measure of tread to enable water to get away, ocean, and the on account of the Q4, Dunlop needed a most extreme measure of land and least measure of ocean. Curiously, when completely upright the Q3 Plus has more elastic out and about, yet once hung over the Q4 puts down a 34mm contact fix of elastic, which Robinson says is the most extreme legitimate sum permitted from a road tire. From a development outlook, the Q4 is made a similar way Dunlop makes its dashing slicks. The back uses what Dunlop calls jointless tread, JLT, innovation. Basically JLT takes into consideration the tread to be expelled straightforwardly onto the tire's corpse in one consistent strip. Seeing as he sits a couple of yards from the assembling office, Robinson can even manage the exact measure of tread, down to tenths of millimeters, over the substance of the tire, to accomplish particular execution attributes. This was critical amid the prototyping period of the Q4 in light of the fact that JLT is basically a 3D printer for tires, says Robinson. On account of the Q4, JLT development expands tire strength and diminishes flex, making a bigger and more steady impression amid braking, cornering, and speeding up. As a reward, the back Q4 is dependent upon 1 pound lighter than its comparable Q3 Plus partner, a reasonable advantage when all of execution tallies. A method idealized with the Q3, carbon fiber technology, CFT, is again consolidated into the sidewall of the Q4, the light, solid, and sturdy material extremely becoming possibly the most important factor at high lean points to give soundness. One enormous advantage of the Q4 is its freedom from tire warmers. A certain objective Dunlop had for these tires in view of the track day fan unmistakably. Customarily, quick warm-up times were accomplished by utilizing silica in the compound, yet with the Q4 the back is a solitary compound, not at all like numerous contenders which utilize different mixes over the tire's face, which doesn't utilize any silica. It's all carbon dark like Dunlop's hustling tires. However, the exclusive polymers and pitches blended with the carbon dark is a science Dunlop staff hold away from plain view. The last acronym to consider when discussing the Q4 is IRP, or Intuitive Response Profile. Fundamentally, IRP is the terminology for Dunlop's profile outline, in which the back tire has a tall focus that decreases forcefully towards the edges for snappy and forceful handover and advances, with the additional advantage of putting more elastic on the ground at high lean. What's more, aside from standard sizes for most supersports and litter class machines, 180/55-17 and 190/50-17, the Q4 Raise is likewise accessible in 180/60-17, 190/55-17, and 200/55-17 to fit an extensive variety of Japanese and European cruisers. In these extra sizes, the IRP additionally upgrades the bicycle's dealing with qualities, as the profiles are much more honed than standard.